Okay, as quickly as possible, we are going into the main deal this night, and I'm super excited to bring this information once again. To be honest with you, what I'm doing here is born out of passion. To be honest with you, it is born out of passion. So whatever I'm doing here is simply because of the way it is burning in my heart. Because of the importance and how important personal development is, especially for we the Africans. I'm telling you the truth. For we to compete with the fast changing of our world today, we have to consistently develop ourselves to gather information that matters that can actually help us to improve ourselves in the marketplace and also be valuable today. And without getting this information, I don't think we can be able to do that. All right. So that is why I have to think like this thing has to be done. Like we have to put so much energy in personal development. We are still on this book, Tennis Rule by Grant Cardone. I love this man by Grant Cardone. By Grant Cardone. Kai. I love this man. If you have not gotten this book, I'm telling you, you are wasting time. Okay, but let's go into what we have here today. Let's go into what we have here today. All right. Like I told you, I'm gonna be reading it out for you. Okay, don't worry. I'm gonna be reading it out for you. Just listen. Okay, just listen, and I know you are gonna like it. I know you're gonna love it. Okay, so we're on the chapter two of this book. The chapter two of this book. I don't know if you can see it very well. I don't know if you can see it very well. All right, but I wouldn't bother you with that. Let me just go ahead and bring the information forward to you. So the headline here it says why the tennis rule is vital. Why the tennis rule is vital. All right. So before we get into how important it is for you to think and operate according to the tennis rule, let me share a little of my own story. For every project in which I have ever been involved, I underestimated the time, energy, money, and effort necessary to bring my project to the point of success. Any client I targeted or new sector of business into which I ventured has always taken 10 times more mail, calls, emails, and contacts than I had originally predicted. He said, even getting my wife to date and eventually marry me took 10 times more effort and energy than I had calculated, but it was worth every bit of it. Amazing. You see the 10x, right? Just pay close attention because this book is quite powerful. It's quite powerful. He said he has always underestimated, the level of action he needed to take, the level of effort, energy, and everything, including dating his wife and even getting married to her. It took more time than he ever expected. Okay. Then he said, regardless of how superior your product, service, or proposition is, I assure you that there will be something you don't anticipate or correctly plan. Economic changes, legal matters, competition, resistance to converting too many of a product, banks freezing up, market uncertainty, technological changes, more people problems, elections, war, strike. There are just few of the potential unexpected events. I don't say this to scare you, but instead to prepare you for where the biggest opportunities exist. You see, 10x thinking and action are vital. They are the only things that will get you through these events. Money alone cannot do it. It can help, but it can't do the job for you. If you march into any battle without the proper troops, supplies, ammunition, and staying power, you will return home defeated. It is as simple as that. It is as simple as that. It is not enough to occupy a territory. You have to be able to keep it. It is not enough to occupy a territory. You have to be able to keep it. Very, very important. I started my first business when I was 29 years old. Most people want to go into business for themselves because they aren't willing to take the financial haircut necessary. I had prepared for this, or so I thought. And I assumed that it would take me 3 months to get to the income level of the job I previously had. Well, it took me almost 3 years to get my business to provide me with the same income of the previous job. That was 12 times longer than I had expected. And I almost quit after 3 months. Not because of the money, but because of the amount of resistance and disappointment I experienced. Are you into business? Did you just get into business of any kind? Are you an entrepreneur who just launched in whatever endeavor you have gotten into? Did you feel like quitting? Maybe after some time you started those things. What happened? How did you feel? Do you feel like, where you are currently, maybe you are still facing this kind of hitches and challenges? Do you feel like giving it all up? This is Grant Cardone telling you how he felt after he thought, after 3 months he's going to be successful and all that. Let's explore it. I had a very specific list of reasons why my company wasn't going to work. I had compiled it in an attempt to talk myself out of continuing, just like what so many of us do when you encounter one failure or challenges or the other. The reason we are reading this book is for you to understand that success is not just, a walk in the park. No. But if you actually do the right thing, the right way, definitely you must achieve success. All right. So he said, I was beyond disappointed. I was distraught and all but destroyed. I literally went to a friend and said, I can't do this anymore. I am done. I made up reason after reason why it wasn't working out. And the client didn't have the money. The client didn't have the money. The economy sucked, all the excuses and everything. The timing was wrong. I was too young. My clients didn't get it. People didn't want to change. I sucked. They sucked. And on, different kind of reasons just to give up, all right? So, and guess what? I eventually realized after spending so much time trying to figure out why things weren't working out, that it was completely possible that I was missing the answer entirely. I never considered that I had merely incorrectly estimated what it would take to move a new product into the marketplace at the very beginning of the process. You see, he finally came to realize that he never knew the problem was from him, that he never correctly estimated the right amount of action and the things necessary to do in order to bring a new product and a new idea into the marketplace. Are you following? So, guess what? He said, I had presented a new idea for sure, but it wasn't one that anyone had asked for. I had limited funds, so I wasn't able to hire people and couldn't afford to advertise. Are you seeing it? which was unfortunate because no one knew me or my company. I didn't know what I was doing and was cold calling other organizations. This was this was if this was going to work, it would depend on my ability to increase my efforts, not my excuses. If this is going to work, it depends on your ability to increase your what? Your effort and not your excuses. I see so many people like in my organization, when people actually come in, they do one or two things just to walk about, for some time, and they start complaining it is not working, this is not, it's taking time and everything, without, doing the right thing to actually, because normally most of the things we engage into, you are not an authority, you might not have influence, you might not even have enough money to bring these particular products or your services to the consciousness of people. So guess what? Instead of us to 10x what we are doing, we go back and we start complaining that things are not working. What am I doing here? I'm just trying to help you understand that no matter the business you are doing, no matter the state you are, no matter the country you are, if you can apply the 10x ideas, you will definitely achieve success to a greater degree. All right. So we will continue to the next chapter. All right. So guess what? We will continue to the next paragraph, and also look for these videos, watch them. Think on it, buy your own book, make your notes, and I tell you, you are going to achieve greater success. All right. You are going to achieve greater success. I tell you the truth. And this is going to be an amazing thing. All right. Let's us enjoy this moment. Subscribe to this channel, share it, and guess what? Comment on it. All right. I remain Christian Chibike Ome, and also the personal development, the director of personal development Empire. And I'm so glad to have you here with me.